So here we have a problem that has lots of stuff going on it. We have decimal, we have a fraction, we have division, we have subtraction, we have exponents. So it's putting everything that we have learned all into one problem. And we're going to continue with these kind of problems where we're building on what we've learned. So why don't we go with our grouping? So that's the first. The P in PEMDAS is parentheses. But any kind of grouping is really what is known by the first thing that we should look at. So here we have 4 divided by 1/2. So that's 4 divided by 1/2. Now 4 could be changed to 4 over 1. Remember, any integer could always be written over 1 to make it into a fraction. So now we're dividing one fraction by another. So we're going to keep the 4, and then we're going to multiply by the reciprocal of 1/2, which is 2 over 1. And that's 8 over 1, or just 8. So everything in this parentheses is equal to 8. All right? We're going to square that and bring that down. Now 8 squared, now we can do the exponents in PEMDAS, so that's 8 squared. 8 squared is 64. Now, on your work, what I'd like to see is actually you write it down line by line. The only reason why I'm erasing here is because I only have so much board space. So now we can do, and over here, let's do some exponents. So this is 1.4 to the second power, which is 1.4 times 1.4. Okay, so I'm just going to do this out because this is what you would have to do. And 4, 1, 6, 9. Okay. Because we have 2 decimals, that means it would be 1.96. So all of this turns into 1.96. Now we're left with subtraction and multiplication. Let's do the multiplication. So this is 64 times 0.2, or negative, but we'll put the negative on at the end. So that's 8, 12, and then there's 1 decimal point and 1 decimal place. So 12.8, and again, this turns into a negative because of that negative, negative 12.8 minus 1.96. Okay, so now we're left with this at the end. Since we have a negative number and we're subtracting this positive number, it's like we're starting at negative 12.8 on the number line, and we're moving to the left, because we're subtracting, we're moving to the left 1.96. So we're going to get even more negative, How much more negative? 1.96 more negative. So what you could do is kind of just add these two together, but know that your ultimate answer is going to be even more negative. So 12.8 plus 1.96, put a 0 here just as a placeholder. So we've got 6, 17, carry the 1, and that's 14. So 14.76. Remember though, we were going to the left even more, so it's going to be a negative value. So our answer, when this whole thing is simplified, this entire expression simplifies to negative 14.76. I'm going to give you a couple of these problems, and you can see how you're doing with them.